Hi and welcome back to the Headbangers Ball, and for the rest of tonight's show we're going to be out on location. A little later on I'll be in Las Vegas with Slaughter, but the next part of the show comes to you from London and I'm going to be meeting up with Ugly Kid Joe, Big House, and right now an exciting new band from Los Angeles, the Electric Love Hogs. Two members of the band have joined me. I'm very pleased to welcome John and Dave to Headbangers Ball. Hi guys.
Hi. What's up?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Now, as I said, you are a new band to Headbangers Ball in Europe. So first of all, could you give us a little bit of a history of the band?
We've been together for about 4 years. Met two of the guys in the band in San Diego and moved to Los Angeles to get a record deal. Got a record deal and been on tour for about 5 months.
Mm-hmm. And you've got your self-titled debut album out now.
Yeah, came out what, 2 months ago, something like that. Probably got a video coming out for either Tribal Monkey or Mr. Fun, probably within a month or two out here.
Okay, well we should look out for that.
Cool.
I mean, Dave, did all the Sunset Strip bands act as some kind of indicator of what you didn't want to be?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually was the last member of the band, and I grew up there my whole life. But yeah.
I think when we first moved to Los Angeles, we were kind of disgruntled in the whole music scene because a lot of the bands were doing the same kind of Warrant Poison kind of deal, you know, that whole scene, and we were kind of, you know, it wasn't our scene at all. We just wanted to throw in a whole different kind of musical, whatever taste to the whole scene, you know. So we just kind of threw together some speed metal, some funk, and some whatever, some punk rock roots that we have, and just did what we did, you know, and that's it.
Yeah, I was going to say your music does blend a lot of different elements, which perhaps suggests that all 5 members of the band have an equal input.
Definitely, we all. It's a democracy. There's not one person that kind of writes the most music. You know, I mean, there's definitely some songs that are one person usually kind of takes over, but in general, it's like, you know, we all pretty much put whatever we can. You know, like you were saying, we kind of started as a parody of that. Of that whole thing, you know. I mean, Electric Love Hogs, the whole name is kind of like anti that cock rock scene or whatever you want to call it, you know, that was going on at the time.
Kind of like Ugly Kid Joe, because they took their name as an antithesis to Pretty Boy Floyd, and they were also produced by Mark Dodson, who worked on your record, and they said that you should buy him a beer.
All right, well, then we're buying him a beer.
I bought him several when he did our record.
Because he's kind of known more for the thrash, heavier stuff, isn't he?
Yeah.
So why did you choose him?
Infectious Grooves was the thing that kind of was the cincher for us, you know, because that's that's the band that closest captures our sound, you know what I mean? And it's like their album sounds so good, you know. And Suicidal also is just incredible, you know. And those two bands are pretty much, they're friends of ours anyway, so they just said, you know, this is the guy you should take. And we, you know, at the time he was the best man for the job.
Now, some other well-known rockers contributed to the album in various different ways. Tell us who worked on the record with you.
Well, Norwood Fisher from Fishbone actually produced our demo tape a while back, and he did a little vocal part on the record. Stephen Perkins from Jane's Addiction, and now from Porno from Pyros, is that his new band? He played percussion on the whole thing, played like timbales and bongos and stuff like that. But Bobby did play drums on the album. A lot of people think that he played drums, but our drummer played drums. And who else? Like Robert from Suicidal came down and did some backup vocals, and Dean from Infectious came down and did some stuff.
Tommy Lee?
Oh yeah, Tommy Lee did. Oh yeah, Tommy. Yeah, he produced 2 tracks. He's just been a fan of the band for a while, and you know, he's just one of those guys. It's just he's a brilliant producer, you know, and he just worked out real well. Loved the band and just wanted to do. He only had time to do 2 tracks, you know, and he and Mark worked together on those 2, and they came out great.
Cool. Now, John, you write all the lyrics in the band. In some cases, they're personal, and in some cases, they're written from another person's perspective. I was wondering, how does that kind of emotional exorcism compare to the whole live gig thing? I mean, they're 2 different ways of, like, exorcising demons in a way, aren't they?
Pretty much, it's kind of therapy. I mean, our live show is so energetic. It's definitely an outlet for a lot of emotions, you know, and it's kind of tough at times because live, you know, you have all these people out there that you're trying to appeal to, and it's like then you're singing about this stuff that's real heavy, you know, and it's kind of like there's a time where you got to cross the line of whether you should do, you know, what you should be feeling inside, you know, and it usually just comes out with energy, you know. That's how whatever, by just jumping in the crowd or doing whatever you're gonna do, you know, it just kind of just comes out. You know, a lot of times I'll watch it on video and I won't remember half a show because it's be like I won't be thinking, you know. It's just it just comes out, you know.
So is writing lyrics like more introverted kind of way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the lyrics are definitely more the introverted side of me, and whereas obviously a live show would be the extroverted side, you know, I mean, obviously.
Okay. Well, it's been very nice talking to you. Thanks for joining me on Headbangers Ball. As you mentioned earlier, you don't have a video yet, but we are going to get one in a month or so's time. So for now, I'm going to ask you to choose a video for us to play for you.
Cowboys from Hell from Pantera.
Excellent choice.